James Gunn is best known for his work with the Guardians of the Galaxy in the MCU and of course the Suicide Squad over on DC. But before that, he was known for making lower budget horror films, which of course were in the R-rated realm. And now he himself teases a future where R-rated Marvel Studios films are coming our way. So this came from a recent interview with IndieWire, where James Gunn was talking about the future of working on comic book films and what each studio is doing differently, and of course how they're very much the same considering they exist in the comic book genre of films, if you will. Again, genre very loosely because there's not really a comic book genre, but we've discussed that elsewhere. Anyways, though, he was asked about the Marvel Studios' future of R-rated franchises because obviously the Suicide Squad is R-rated, and he said that he's sure they will be doing them soon, and specifically that is something he's seen out there that's in development. Of course, we all publicly know that they've said just about 3,000 times now that Deadpool will be R-rated, and we've gotten teases that if Deadpool works and it's accepted, that we're going to see more of it. Now, I don't for a second believe that you get a Deadpool 3 that's R-rated, then you get a Deadpool 4 that's not R-rated, so Deadpool will continue to exist as an R-rated franchise because it's in need of that franchise. It kind of goes hand in hand with it. When he crosses over into the MCU, he will be PG-13, pushing whatever rating they can push, but of course, when we get to that, we'll talk about that. And he did say Guardians will never go that way because that's for families and that's sort of what it's been built up upon. But again, there's things out there that could be. And he says you could do a R-rated Drax movie if you wanted to, like Barbarian Drax, but not in the regular Guardians franchise, which kind of is a good way to explain that, right? You could do a spin-off in the MCU that is R-rated. And I think Deadpool will really be an experiment. And there are still rumors that they could do Blade as an R-rated film, which honestly we don't know how they're going to approach this and what they decide to do with it and what characters could fall into the R-rated realm when they eventually do make it to the big screen. If they ever do a Ghost Rider or something, you could see that becoming something that is R-rated. Or maybe we just wait and see what they do with Doctor Strange and how far they can push the horror, terror, and darker side of things and see how they pull that off and then gauge from there, because all R-rated really affords you is gratuitous violence, and sometimes not all franchises need that. Deadpool, for example, definitely needs it, but an R-rated Spider-Man film is kind of pointless and literally useless.